can bribe Brenda. You can try bribing Mary. I welcome everybody to the adult spelling bee. Thanks for zooming in. Thanks for being here in person, though I guess it's mostly contestants who are here in person. And thanks for coming out and supporting Sitka's Public Library. I'm Robert Woolsey, the news director at Raven Radio. And you may have seen me in this role before. I pronounced the National Scripps Spelling Bee for Sitka's middle schoolers. And I believe the defending champion is competing in this event tonight. I won't say who it is because the library is hoping to cash in on the rest of you. I was speaking with an occupational therapist earlier today who also happens to be my pandemic hairstylist. And she told me that spelling is a pre-morbid function. That is, you can have a severe brain injury or suffer from dementia and lose many other functions, but still retain the ability to spell. And I just thought that bodes so well for so many of our participants. Thank you. Anyway, since Margot has already done the rules, do I need to repeat the rules for the Zoom audience? Okay, for folks on Zoom, here's how it's going to work. The contestants are going to come up, and I'm going to read a word, read a sentence, and they're going to say the word, spell it, and then say the word again. The teams have some options. They can use up to 2 lifelines in this bee. Lifelines can be purchased. $5 allows the team to ask one of the Zoom audience members for help. The Zoom audience member spells it once, and then the team spells it correctly. $10 allows a 30-second call to a friend for help. The 30 seconds starts at the end of the question or the request of the friend. The contestant must get the spelling, hang up, and spell the word within the time. And $20 allows 30 seconds to find the word in this dictionary right here, close the book, and spell the word correctly. Don Muller is our timer, okay? So you'll hear the bell when the time is up. As you are spelling, you can write on your hand with your finger, but not with a pen or other device. And if you start spelling a word, you can respell it, but you have to cover the same letters that you already said. You can't go back and change your letters. If no one in a round spells a word correctly, then everyone in that round comes back for the next round. And to win the bee, the last speller must spell his or her own word and a championship word. If the speller misses the championship word, all the remaining spellers from the previous round will be reinstated. So that's how it works. And with that, we can get started. I should mention that I'm the pronouncer. My role is to say the words. There are lots of folks here who are sort of the officials who will give the thumbs up or thumbs down whether or not the word's been spelled correctly. So let's bring up our first team and get started. So in round 1, why don't you guys introduce yourself and tell us your sponsor?
I have a sponsor. My name is Zoe Trofton.
I'm Meredith Reddick.
And they are sponsored by the Duck Father of the Rotary Duck Race.
The Duck Father. Okay. Meredith and Zoe, your word is muskeg. You never know how deep a muskeg hole is until you step in it.
Muskeg. M-U-S-K-E-G. Muskeg.
That is correct. All right. So as Aubrey's coming up the stage, let's have Melissa and Janet sort of on deck here. Aubrey, come on up and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And Aubrey's sponsor is Christine Harrington, CPA Services.
Yes, you got it.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Christine.
Aubrey, your word is cedar. I named my pet hamster Cedar, but he turned out to smell more like sawdust. Cedar.
Cedar. C-E-D-A-R.
Cedar.
That is correct. All right, as Melissa and Janet come up to the mic, Peter and Amy, you're on deck. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves, please?
Hello, my name is Melissa Bunny.
And I'm Janet Clark, and we are sponsored by Precision Boat Works.
Melissa and Janet, your word is hush puppy. Quiet, mutt, let me eat my hush puppy in peace.
Hush Puppy. Hushpuppy. Hush Puppy.
That is correct. All right, Peter and Amy, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Peter Heckendorn.
I'm Amy.
And Peter and Amy, sponsored by Venenberg Insurance. Peter and Amy, your word is mileage. My Hummer gets great mileage on the downhill side of the bridge. Mileage.
Mileage, M-I-L-E-A-G-E, mileage.
That is correct.
Robert, which way do you go here or there? I don't know if I need to go there.
After Rebecca and Jeff, it's Ashia and Dan. So I guess we're going down there.
Light, it's blinding. How are we supposed to perform?
Okay, introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Rebecca Himshoot.
I'm Jeff Budd.
And you are sponsored by?
Sitka Checker Tours.
All right. Rebecca and Jeff, your word is boing. When she was 3, my take insisted on saying boing every time she took a step.
Like onomatopoeia?
Boing.
Yeah, go.
Boing, B-O-I-N-G, boing.
That is correct. So Ashia and Dan are coming to the mic, and Betty and Jennifer are on board.
Hi, I'm Ashia, and this is Dan.
And you all are sponsored by?
Old Harbor Books.
All right. Yay.
Don't be nervous.
Ashia and Dan. Your word is zinc. He had only ever heard the word in plural in the often unsolicited advice to change his zincs. Zinc.
Zinc. Z-I-N-C. Zinc.
That is correct. Betty and Jennifer, come on up, and Tara and Dixon, you're on deck.
Nice dealy bobbers.
Hello, my name is Betty Richter, and this is my partner, Jennifer Davis.
And they are sponsored by Cindy Westergaard and Neurobehavioral Consultants, LLC.
All right. Betty and Jennifer, your word is miso. Miso soup is good with herring eggs. Miso.
Miso, M-I-S-O.
That is correct. So Cara and Dixon are coming up, and Catherine and Savannah are on deck.
Hi, I'm Kara Crane,
Hi, I'm Dixon Elegant.
and we're sponsored by Hames Corp.
Cara and Dixon, your word is gargoyle. A statue of that man? Never. Maybe a gargoyle, but never a statue. Gargoyle.
Gargoyle, G-A-R-G-O-Y-L-E, gargoyle.
That is correct. Catherine and Savannah are coming up, and Dave Ritchie is on deck.
Hello, I'm Savannah Lacey.
I'm Catherine Rogers.
Sponsored by Sitka Rotary Club.
Catherine and Savannah, your word is lullaby. She never wants a lullaby at bedtime, only the latest TikTok dance challenge. Lullaby.
Lullaby. Lullaby. Lullaby.
That is correct. Dave is coming up, and Rose and Kate are on deck. Dave, introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, hi, my name is Dave Ritchie, and I'm sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Lean and Hungry Broke Ass Strollers.
And also foreign motto.
Oh, I thought I had missed one. I didn't know that.
Somebody's taking you under their hood.
All right. I'm always depend on the kindness of strangers.
Yeah. Dave, your word is roe. Silver Bay Seafoods processes salmon roe for the Asian market. Roe.
I was really hoping I'd get a gimmick because I don't expect to be here long. R-O-E, roe.
That is correct. All right, Rose and Kate are coming up, and Sarah is on deck.
I'm Kate. Hi, I'm Rose. Oh, and we're sponsored by Harry Race.
Kate and Rose, your word is flens. It takes a group of motivated people to flens a large, smelly whale that washed up on the beach. Flens.
Okay. Flens. F-L-E-N-S-E. Flens.
That is correct. All right, Sarah's coming up, and our celebrity team is on deck.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Sponsored by First National Bank of Anchorage. Sarah, your word is exercise. It is easier to exercise now that the Hames PD Center is open again. Exercise.
Okay. Exercise. E-X-E-R-C-I-S-E. Exercise.
That is correct. All right, our celebrity team is online. I have their names here. Ronco sounds very familiar. I can't quite place Ronco. Can you introduce yourselves and explain what connection, if any, you have to Sitka?
Sure. I'm Ed Ronco. I'm David Doffman, and I lived in Sitka and still miss it.
Okay, we'll take your word for that. Ed and David, your word is gaff. I went to Murray Pacific to replace the gaff that swam off with a 6-foot lingcod. Gaff.
Can you repeat the sentence? It didn't come through clearly.
I went to Murray Pacific to replace the gaff that swam off with a 6-foot lingcod. Gaff.
We're having trouble hearing. Can we have the sentence one more time? Sorry. And the word individually.
Gaff. I went to Murray Pacific to replace the gaff that swam off with a 6-foot lingcod. Gaff.
Okay. Gaff. Gaff. G-A-F-F. Gaff.
That is correct.
Ed and David are sponsored by Taxi Bums.
All right, Judith and Sadie, come on up, and Alexandra, you're on deck.
Hi, I'm Sadie Rose.
Hi, I'm Judith.
And you are sponsored by Alaska Computer and Office Supply Center and Radio Shack. Judith and Sadie, your word is COVID. The post-COVID world dance party saw 3 billion people engage in the largest group hug ever attempted in the history of the world. COVID.
COVID. COVID. COVID.
That is correct. Alexandra's coming up, and Kathy is on deck.
Kathy's coming up.
Oh, Kathy's coming up. So we don't have Alexandra?
Yeah, no, they're not coming.
Okay. So Susan is on deck.
I'm Kathy and Gallinera.
And Kathy is sponsored by the Daily Sitka Sentinel. Kathy, your word is Willowaw. The Willowaw wind is the inspiration for the name of the local contradance band, Willowaw.
Willowaw. WILLAWAW.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct spelling is WILLIWAW.
Oh, well.
Thank you, Kathy. Susan. And Harvey. And Chloe is on deck.
Hi, I'm Susan Brandt Ferguson,
I'm Harvey Brandt.
and we're sponsored by CESPA, which is Sitka Education Support and Paraprofessional Association, I think.
Susan and Harvey, your word is nascent. Our first kiss was under a nascent moon.
Is yours? No, it's yours.
Nascent. Nascent. Nascent.
That is correct. All right, Chloe is coming up, and Lucy is on deck.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
And Chloe is sponsored by the Sitka Educational Support Professional Association as well. Chloe, your word is expiration. Deep in their bunkers, preppers develop food expiration protocols for their tubs of beefy stroganoff and cheesy broccoli soup. Expiration.
Expiration. EXPIRATION. Expiration.
That is correct. Lucy, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lucy.
And Lucy is sponsored also by CESPA as well. Lucy, your word is minion. My job description is laborer, but it might as well be minion. Minion.
Minion. MINION. Minion.
That is correct. And that concludes round one. All right, we're heading on to round two. So, Meredith and Zoe, come on up, and Aubrey, you're on deck. Meredith and Zoe, your word is Chihuahua. This Chihuahua comes with a miniature dog kennel. Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. CHIHUAHUA. Chihuahua.
Ooh, very good. That is correct. Aubrey, welcome back. Your word is insomniac. My brother is an insomniac, so he forwards me goofy emails at 4 in the morning. Insomniac.
Insomniac. INSOMIAC. Insomniac.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. The correct spelling is INSOMNIAC. All right, Melissa and Janet. Your word is anemone. Sorry. Hard to articulate that under the mask. The anemone. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Anemone? With friends like this, who needs anemones? Anemone. The anemone is related to corals. Anemone.
Anemone. ANENOME. Anemone.
Judges? No. I'm sorry, that's not correct. The spelling is ANEMONE. All right. Peter and Amy are coming up, and Rebecca and Jeff are on deck. Peter and Amy, your word is chakra. Ask your doctor if chakra therapy is what you need for your inability to spell difficult words. Chakra.
Chakra. CHAKRA.
That is correct. Rebecca and Jeff, come on up.
Can I do a clarify?
Yeah.
Successful was actually Sitka Education Association. It's a little bit of a typo.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
My
matter.
fault too, Robert.
I know. He's wrong.
How much is that going to cost them, Don?
How much you got?
Rebecca has all the money.
All right.
Okay.
You can negotiate your way out of that one.
Should we just put this up for you?
Rebecca and Jeff, your word is moraine. There is a submerged terminal moraine at the head of most long, narrow bays in Sitka Sound. Moraine.
Moraine. M-O-R-A-I-N-E. Moraine.
That is correct. All right, Lucia and Dan are coming up. Betty and Jennifer are on deck. Hello, Jen.
Hi.
Ashia and Dan, your word is hyperbole. Hyperbole is the best thing ever. Hyperbole.
Hyperbole. HYPERBOLE. Hyperbole.
That is correct. Betty and Jennifer are coming up, and Kara and Dixon are on deck. Betty and Jennifer, your word is undulate. Small waves undulate along the hull of my boat. Undulate.
Undulate. U-N-D-U-L-A-T-E. Undulate.
That is correct. Kara and Dixon are next, and Catherine and Savannah are on deck. So, Kara and Dixon, your word is scissors. Don't you even think about running with scissors. Scissors.
Scissors. S-C-I-O-R-R-S. Scissors.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct spelling is S-C-I-S-S-O-R-S. All right, Catherine and Savannah. Your word is sick. It seems every other cop in this part of London is sick. Sick.
Just a clarification on that one. Also, seek would be a fine pronunciation.
Can you repeat this one?
It seems every other cop in this part of London is sick.
Every other what?
Every other cop.
Cop? Sorry. Cop?
It seems every other cop in this part of London is sick.
As in the religion?
Yeah, is it like the religion? Sikh religion? Or
Yeah.
the-
Yeah, every other cop in this part of London is Sikh. Either way.
Where they wear the turbans and it's a... Yes, I can do it. Sikh or Sikh. S-I-K-H.
That is correct. Just as an aside, I went online today, and there's a whole debate about whether it's Sikh or Sikh. But somebody actually went to like the World Sikh Association to confirm that it's pronounced Sikh. So.
Not the World Sikh Association.
The World Sikh Association has a totally different view. All right. My apologies, Dave.
Enjoyed.
Dave, your word is imbecile. My neighbor's parrot told my goldfish he was an imbecile.
Fourth letter.
Don't remember, you got a line flying. You can
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
I just
Okay.
debate. I'll either get it right or I won't. I probably won't. Imbecile. I-M-B-E, I believe, C-I-L-E.
Correct? All right, Rose and Kate are next. Sarah's on deck. Rose and Kate, your word is sorrel. You can get French sorrel from the Russian bishop's garden if no one's looking. Sorrel.
Sorrel. S-O-R-E-L.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct spelling is S-O-R-R-E-L. All right, Sarah's coming up. And Ed and David are on deck. Sarah, your word is insular. These Sitkans are cute in their insular ways, said the cruise ship tourist to her husband. Insular.
Insular. I-N-S-U-L-A-R. ULAR, insular.
That is correct. All right, Ed and Dave, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Ed and Dave, your word is cinnamon. The smell of cinnamon toast would always remind him of Saturday morning cartoons on weekends with his father. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. CINNAMON. Cinnamon.
That is correct. All right, Judith and Sadie are coming up. And I believe Susan and Harvey are on there. Judith and Sadie, your word is babushka. The babushka wore a babushka. Babushka. Lifeline, dictionary, all available to you. Even a phone call will work.
Babushka. B-A-B. U. Spell it. B-A-B-U-S-S-H-K-A.
Brenda says yes. That is correct. All right, Susan and Harvey are coming up, and Chloe is on deck. Susan and Harvey, your word is saffron. Saffron was unexpectedly sentimental when she learned she had been named after a rice dish. Saffron.
2 F's, 2 P's, 2 F's. Should we call Peggy?
All right, we have a lifeline.
I think we're gonna need to call my sister. Let's
Okay.
see.
It's a long way away, you know, it's gonna take quite a while.
Let's see.
But she's on the Zoom, so is this cheaper?
I'm joking. Hey, Peggy. Does saffron have 2 F's or 1? Okay, thank you.
Like that, she said it. Huh?
Wait, which one? You said 2? 2. Okay, thank you.
Your inheritance is on the line.
How's the
Peggy.
weather in Hawaii?
You were the #1 daughter.
Awesome. Okay. Well, say hello to the sun. Bye. Okay, we'll see if she's right. Saffron. S-A-F-F-R-O-N. Saffron.
That is correct. And that'll be $10. That's a lifeline. Who do we give the money to, Margaret?
We'll settle up at the end.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
Chloe, come on up. Chloe, your word is doodad. I will trade my doodad for your thingamabob. Doodad.
Doodad. D-O-O-D-A-D. Doodad.
That is correct. And our last contestant in round 2, Lucy. Lucy, your word is jubilee. How did my life come to this, thought Elizabeth at her platinum jubilee. Jubilee.
Jubilee. J-U-B-I-L-E-E. Jubilee.
That is correct. All right, we're heading into round 3. And it's customary in spelling bees at the end of the round. We thank the participants who came who didn't make it to the end of the round. So, you're braver than the other 8,950 people. All right. Round 3, Meredith and Zoe. Your word is whodunit. In 10 minutes, I will be sitting on my couch with a whodunit in one hand, a vodka pick-me-up in another, and a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken on the tray table in front of me. Whodunit?
Whodunit. W-H-O-D-U-N-N-I-T. Whodunit.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct spelling is W-H-O-D-U-N-I-T. Okay. Peter and Amy. Your word is cumin. Some languages do not distinguish between cumin and caraway. Cumin.
Cumin. C-U-M-I-N. Cumin.
That's correct. What a pleasant surprise to see you guys back.
Nobody's more surprised than us.
Surprise?
Peter and Peter. Sorry. Rebecca and Jeff. Your word is brouhaha. It was not a kerfluffle. It was more of a brouhaha. Brouhaha.
What are you doing?
All right.
All right.
We're getting someone on the line here.
It's a lifeline. The timing starts once she asks the question.
No, it's all on you now.
Brouhaha. Correct. That's what I said. Okay, we're good. Thank you. I'll let you know how we did. Bye.
Don't waste time. He's timing us.
Brouhaha. B-R-O-U-H-A-H-A.
That is correct, and the lifeline paid off. And that'll be $10 for Sitka Public Library.
And we do have just a point of order after the last team went down. Merriam-Webster does actually accept 2 different spellings of the word whodunit. So we're going to take that one as a challenge, and Meredith and Zoe are going to stay with us into the next round.
The duck father is pleased. All right, Ashia and Dan. Your word is braille. We went to Paris for a braille graffiti art installation. Braille.
Braille. B-R-A-I-L-L-E.
That is correct. Betty and Jennifer are coming up next, and Catherine and Savannah are on deck. Betty and Jennifer, your word is marjoram. The chopped contestant lost the lead when she failed to make marjoram a key component of the dessert round. Marjoram.
Marjoram, M-A-R-J-O-R-A-M, marjoram.
That is correct. You make it look easy. Catherine and Savannah. Your word is Episcopalian. Is that a coincidence or what? The Episcopalian Church has a Star of David in its stained glass windows. Episcopalian.
Episcopalian. E-P-I-S-C-O-P-L-I-A-N.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. E-P-I-S-C-O-P-A-L-I-A-N. Dave, welcome back.
Yeah, good be.
Dave, your word is umlaut. One missing umlaut led him to the American spy. Umlaut.
I got a question for you. Can you ask like, I think it's German, but can you ask like language of origin? Stuff like
You know,
that?
in a regular spelling bee you can, but I don't think we have that rule.
That's all right. It don't matter. Pretty sure it's German.
This is a spelling bee where they encourage you to call for help.
Yeah, but I'm mule-headed, so. U-M-L-A-U-T.
Correct. Sarah. Sarah, your word is major domo. One date with the major domo and the key to the wine cellar will be mine. Major domo.
I'll call for that one.
All right.
I'll give a ring. Maria, Nick. You got it? Oh, it's Major Domo? I think I have to just go with it. Major Domo. M-A-J-O-R-D-O-M-O.
That is correct. $110 to friends of the Sitka Public Library. All right, our celebrity team, Ed Ronco and Dave Dodman. Can you guys? Can you guys hear me all right?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Rob.
What are you snickering for? I haven't given you the word.
I've also removed my glasses.
Oh.
Can you hear me, Dave?
Ed and Dave, your word is tarragon. She named her pop-up restaurant House of Tarragon. Tarragon.
Okay, tarragon. T-A-R-R-A-G-O-N.
That is correct. Judith and Sadie, welcome back. Your word is hibiscus. In the Philippines, children have fun crushing hibiscus flowers and using hollow reeds to blow hibiscus bubbles. Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Hibiscus. Hibiscus.
That is correct. Susan and Harvey, come on up, and Chloe, you're on deck. Susan and Harvey, your word is amalgam. Researching dental amalgam left the sentence writer with little inspiration for an adequate sentence. Amalgam.
Amalgam. A-M-A-L-G-A-M.
That is correct. Chloe, come on up, and Lucy, you're on deck. Chloe, your word is nihilism. Kissing kittens is my cure for feelings of, nihilism. Kissing kittens is my cure for feelings of nihilism.
Nihilism. N-I-H-I-L-I-S-M. Nihilism.
That is correct. Lucy, your word is troglodyte. Very few would call Gollum a troglodyte to his face. Troglodyte.
Okay. Troglodyte. T-R-O-G-L-O-D-Y-T-E. Troglodyte.
That is correct. And that's the end of our round. Thanks to the folks who didn't make it through. Okay, we're going on to the next round, and Meredith and Zoe are back in the game. Meredith, you're a musician, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And so is Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
Your word is scherzo. The conductor poked himself in the eye with his baton right at the end of the scherzo. Scherzo. Okay, the phone is coming out. So remember, you can call for $10, you can ask somebody on Zoom for $5, or you can go to the dictionary for 20.
Hello. How do you spell? Mm-hmm. Yes. Can you repeat that, please?
I forgot how to pronounce it, but S-C-H-E-R-Z-O.
That is correct. Another $10 for the Sitka Public Library. Peter and Amy. Peter and Amy, your word is camembert. Camembert is better when it is not cold and wrapped tightly in plastic. Camembert. Camembert.
So if you want to ask one on Zoom,
How does that work, Margaret?
So if you don't have someone who you know for sure is on there, I think what we'll do is just ask in the chat for a volunteer. First response will be your lifeline, and then I'll have them unmute themselves.
Yeah, could we, could you see if Maddie Teddy is?
What's the name?
Maddie Madison.
Okay. Yes, I do. Okay. Give me just 1 second.
Hi, are we talking?
Hi.
Talking is perfect. I'm going to mute myself and you guys can go for it.
Maddie, did you hear the word?
Camembert, right?
Yeah.
Okay, C-A-M-E-M-B-E-R-T.
E-M-B-E-R-T. Okay, well, I guess that was it. Camembert, C-A-M-E-M-B-E-R-T.
Oui, that is correct. And that's a $5 lifeline. Going to the Sitka Public Library. All right. Rebecca and Jeff. Rebecca and Jeff, your word is epitome. The epitome of Sitka fashion is extra tufts and Carhartts. Epitome.
Epitome, E-P-I-T-O-M-E, epitome.
That is correct. Ashia and Dan are coming up, and Betty and Jennifer on deck. Ashia and Dan, your word is narthex. We dashed into the narthex of St. Michael's to flee a hailstorm and heard an Easter song. Narthex.
Can we ask Zoom?
Yes, you may. $5 lifeline to Zoom.
Okay. So we need another Zoom lifeline. Can I have any volunteers who are watching from home? Maybe put your name in the chat. If I don't get a volunteer, we may call someone at random. Okay. I've got Liz Will on the line. Liz, do you want to go ahead and unmute yourself?
Sorry. Narthex, N-A-R-T-H-E-X.
Thank you, Liz. Narthex. N-A-R-T-H-E-X.
That is correct. Betty and Jennifer are coming up, and Dave is on deck. Betty and Jennifer, your word is pirouette. To get to the studio of dance, just pirouette right from the Ensera office. Pirouette.
Pirouette, P-I-R-O-U-E-T-T-E, pirouette.
That is correct. Dave, come on up, and Sarah, you're on deck. Dave, your word is fuchsia. Fuchsia covers the countryside of Ireland. Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. Fuschia.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect, Dave. Got the S and the C backwards. Fuchsia. Fuchsia. Thanks, Dave. Sarah, your word is mignonette. Mignonette is one of those plants I can never recognize. Mignonette.
Mignonette. Okay. Mignonette.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Mignonette. All right, Ed and Dave.
All right.
You guys hear me all right?
Yes, thank you.
Ed and Dave, your word is moiety. Chief Catlian was of the raven moiety. Moiety.
Okay, here goes. Moiety. Moiety.
I'm sorry, Ed, that's incorrect. The correct spelling is Moiety. Thanks, Ed and Dave. All right, we lost our celebrities. Judith and Sadie are still here. Judith and Sadie, your word is oakum. I had to run up to Murray Pacific to get some oakum. I was on the grid, so they let me skip the line. Oakum.
Could you use that in a sentence again?
I had to run up to Murray Pacific to get some oakum. I was on the grid, so they let me skip the line.
Can we do the Zoom?
Yes, you may. We got a lifeline.
Or do you want me to ask the volunteer?
Just ask somebody.
We're casting out to our Zoom audience for oakum.
Okay, I need another volunteer from the Zoom audience to help out with the word oakum. Any takers?
Volunteer.
Okay, is that Rick?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oakum. O-A-K-U-M.
Oakum. O-K-A-U-M.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You got the correct lifeline, but that was not right.
Did I not hear him right?
O-A-K-U-M.
Did I not hear him?
Thank you, Rick.
All right, Susan and Harvey. Your word is kvetch. Nothing was more satisfying than a chance to kvetch in Yiddish about curbside pickup at the downtown deli.
Could you say that again?
Kvetch.
Could you say it with your mask off?
This is self-title. Kvetch. Kvetch.
Okay, we're going for the big one.
All right, a $20 lifeline to the dictionary.
Yeah.
Yeah, $20 to the dictionary.
So you only got 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, now's no time to quibble over price.
KIV. Kiver? Kiver? It's not a KIV. Maybe it's KV. Do we get told when we have like 10 seconds left?
That's time.
KVETCH!
Sorry, I didn't catch that, judges.
I didn't catch it either.
Could you repeat it, please?
Kvetch. KVETCH.
That is correct. $20 to the Sitka Public Library. Good job. And Chloe's coming up, and Lucy's on there. Hi, Chloe. Your word is pachyderm. They knew they would eventually give in to her demand for a pachyderm. Pachyderm.
Can you repeat the word?
Pachyderm.
Can I use the Zoom?
Yes, you may.
And I have someone on
$5 lifeline to Zoom.
Stefan and Melissa.
Okay.
All right, we've got another Zoom request, but we have someone in mind, so just one moment. Melissa Block?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get Melissa Block to go ahead and unmute, and we're going to call you in as a lifeline for pachyderm.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Pachyderm, PACHYDERM, pachyderm.
I gotta go repeat it in the mic.
Okay. Can you say the word?
Pachyderm.
Is it
Can I repeat it
pachyderm?
again?
Pachyderm or pachyderm?
Pachyderm.
Okay. Pachyderm. PACHYDERM.
That is correct. Chloe Bassett from Melissa Block, the pride of NPR.
Is that really her?
Yeah, that's really her. That's really Melissa Block. I don't know if Melissa Block heard that. Melissa, you were heckled in the audience by saying, what else would you have to do tonight? All right, Lucy. Your word is Zydeco. Yes, it is Louisiana Creole music, but who knew the word Zydeco came from the French? Zydeco.
Okay. Zydeco. Zydeco. Zydeco.
That is correct. And that's the end of our round. Thanks everybody who didn't get all the way to the end. And we're moving on to round 5.
So for round 5, because now we're down to under 10 teams, we're going to go through twice. We'll just keep going.
Okay.
And I think we'll see how it goes, but we may cut off lifelines at the end of this round, depending on how many people stay in. So just keep that in mind.
All right. Meredith and Zoe back like a pair of phoenixes. Your word is mayonnaise. Making mayonnaise takes me back to my Peace Corps days. Mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
That is correct. Peter and Amy, coming up next. Rebecca and Jeff are on deck. Peter and Amy, your word is shiitake. Though he hated mushrooms, my brother could never resist ordering shiitake for his pizza.
Shiitake, Shiiitakee, shiitake.
That is correct. Rebecca and Jeff are coming up. And Shia and Dan are on deck. Rebecca and Jeff, your word is nigella. I would not know how to use nigella in a soup. Nigella.
Ever heard of that? When does the clock start if you use a dictionary? Did the clock already start if you're using a dictionary?
No, the time starts when you actually open the book.
Okay, dictionary.
They're going to the dictionary. This is a $20 lifeline.
Yep. Nigella, Nigella, Nigella.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Nigella. Thank you, guys.
Why didn't you do it?
All right, is there a counselor in the house? So is she and Dan, how does it feel to be still in the B when Ed and David are not?
I don't want to
Okay. Shia and Dan, your word is mackerel. Mackerel is fished in the Aleutians. Mackerel.
We're gonna call.
All right. Got a lifeline.
Are you sure?
It's a $10 lifeline.
Okay, it's mackerel. Hi, mackerel like the fish. What is it? Quick. Do you know how to spell it? Mackerel. The fish, mackerel.
Mackerel. Mackerel.
I'm sorry, Dan, that's incorrect. Mackerel. Thank you, guys. All right, Betty and Jennifer are up. And Susan and Hart. All right, Betty and Jennifer, your word is Chipotle. He dreamed of a Chipotle empire.
Chipotle. Chipotle. Chipotle.
That is correct. Susan and Hardy. And Chloe's on deck.
No more lifelines.
No more lifelines for these two. But luckily, you've got a pretty common, easy to spell word coming up. Your word is oolong. I long for oolong.
It's all
Oolong.
Oolong. OOLONG. Oolong.
That is correct. Chloe's coming up and Lucy's on deck. Chloe, your word is pistachio. Shall I eat a pistachio as I write this sentence? Pistachio.
Pistachio. Pistachio. Pistachio.
That is correct. Lucy, your word is pulchritude. Granny did not hold with pulchritude. Pretty ain't gonna get the dishes done. Pulchritude.
Pulchritude?
Pulchritude.
Pulchritude. P-U-L. C-H-R. I-T-U-D-E.
That is correct. All right, so we're back to Meredith and Zoe. We're at the top of round 5B. All right.
We're ready.
Meredith and Zoe, your word is ampersand. Your ampersand adds a note of elegance to the invitation. Ampersand.
Ampersand. A-M-P-E-R-S-A-N-D. Ampersand.
That is correct. Peter and Amy are coming up. Betty and Jennifer are on deck. Peter and Amy, your word is chimerical. Her vision of a sustainable theme park was chimerical and visionary.
Wait, can we still use the lifeline?
Oh, do we have a lifeline left for these two?
This is going to be the last round for lifelines unless you've used 2 already.
Okay. I think we use them. Can we do another? I don't have my phone.
So it's a Zoom or a phone call or a dictionary.
Can we do a Zoom?
Do you have three in mind?
Yeah, can we do the same person? Madison, Stephanie.
Madison? Okay, Madison, or you're getting called on again in the Zoom. Are you ready?
Is the word chimerical?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Chimerical.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
No, baby.
What?
Chimerical. Chimerical.
That is correct. That's Betty and Jennifer are coming up, and then it's Susan and Hardy. Yeah. Seeing you more and more often.
It's good to see you.
Betty and Jennifer, your name is gossamer. I'm sorry, your word is gossamer. Thy name be gossamer. Gossamer strands of spiderweb soon shrouded the trembling hamster. Gossamer.
Gossamer, Gossamer, Gossamer.
That is correct. Susan and Harvey are coming up, and Chloe is on deck. Susan and Harvey, your word is daikon. With no brush on hand, Granny started spanking me with a daikon radish. Daikon.
I don't think so,
It's
but
a D-A-I-K-O-N.
it's a Q.
D-A-I-K-O-N.
Try it. Give it a try. Yeah.
Daikon, D-A-I-K-O-N, daikon.
That is correct. Chloe's coming up, and Lucy's on deck. Chloe, your word is tambourine. More tambourine, shouted the crowd. Tambourine.
Tambourine. T-A-M-B-O-R-I-N-E. Tambourine.
I'm sorry, Chloe, that's incorrect. Tambourine. Thank you, Chloe. Lucy, your word is anesthetic. Clove oil is an effective anesthetic for small fishes. Anesthetic.
Anesthetic. A-N-E-S-T-H-I-C. Anesthetic.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct spelling is A-N-E-S-T-H-E-T-I-C. Thank you, Lucy. And that's the end of our round. And we are down to, we have Meredith and Zoe are in, Peter and Amy are here, Betty and Jennifer are still in, and Susan and Harvey. So we're down to our 4 teams, no lifelines.
Yep, so no lifelines from this point. It's just the straight up spelling.
All right. Harvey, we're still on the round 5 list? Okay, just continue. Meredith and Zoe, your word is habanero. He settled for a habanero farm. Habanero.
Habanero. H-A-B-E-N-E-R-O. Habanero.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. H-A-B-A-N-E-R-O. Habanero. Thank you. Peter and Amy. Peter and Amy, your word is ricochet. In her dreams, the bullet would ricochet forever, never landing, never tearing the world apart. Ricochet.
Ricochet, R-I-C-O-C-H-E-T, ricochet.
That is correct. Betty and Jennifer.
Oh, I thought we were Gossamer.
My ladies, Gossamer. Thy word is theremin. Items confiscated in the siege of the Capitol included handcuffs, tiki torches, and a broken theremin. Theremin.
Could you repeat that?
Theremin. Items confiscated in the siege of the Capitol included handcuffs, tiki torches, and a broken theremin.
Okay, theremin. Theremin.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Theremin. Thank you so much. My ladies, gentlemen. Beautifully done. Susan and Harvey. Your word is obsequious. Flashes of anger showed through his obsequious manner. Obsequious.
Obsequious. Obsequious. Obsequious.
That is correct. Thanks, everybody who didn't get to the end of that round. We are down to two teams, Peter and Amy, and Susan and Harvey. I wonder if we should just have our teams up on stage. So just a reminder, the way this works, when one team goes out, the team that remains will have to spell a championship word, and if you fail to spell the championship word, the team that went out comes back in. All right. And Margot, we're just continuing on this list?
Let's go to 6.
Let's go to 6. Okay.
That's harder. We go.
Down to 1.
There comes a point in every spelling bee where the words can't even be pronounced, much less spelled. But I don't know if we're quite there. We're headed there. Amy and Peter. Your word is euchre. If it were not for the game of euchre, there wouldn't be jokers in packs of playing cards. Euchre.
Euchre. E-U-C-H-E-R. Euchre.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect, Peter. E-U-C-H-R-E. Stay on stage, though. Susan and Harvey. This is your word to stay in the round. And if you successfully spell the word, we'll give you a championship word. Your word is gewgaw. No self-respecting tourist will come home without at least one plastic gewgaw.
Could you say that with your mask on?
At the risk. Gewgaw. No self-respecting tourist will come home without at least one plastic gewgaw.
Give it a try. I think it's Y-U-G. I don't know that.
Would you pronounce it one more time? Gewgaw?
Gewgaw.
Gewgaw.
So, G-Y-U-G-O-T. You think? Oh, you think there's no G up there? Okay.
But I'm not hearing this.
I think there's a G.
Okay, we'll go with the G.
Gewgaw. G-Y-U-G-O-T. Gewgaw.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This correct spelling is G-E-W-G-A-W.
Okay, never
All right. So Peter and Amy are back in. We're starting another round.
I never.
Peter and Amy, your word is capercaillie. Why settle for black grouse when you can get a capercaillie? Capercaillie.
What's the sentence again?
Why settle for a black grouse when you can get a capercaillie?
Sword. A British bird. Can we get a mask off?
Mask off, glasses on. Why settle for a black grouse when you can get a caper caillie? Caper caillie.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Caper caillie. C-A-P-E-R-C-A-I-L-E-E.
Oh, so close. C-A-P-E-R-C-A-I-L-L-I-E. Nice try. Margot,
Yes.
I have no pronunciation for this next word.
Oh, Lordy.
Then skip it.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip that one.
Okay.
And just to clarify for the Zoom audience too, so we have 2 teams left. They're gonna keep going back and forth until a team spells a word correctly, which I have full confidence in. And then when that happens, they'll need to spell a second word correctly as well to win. And if they fail to spell that second word, then we'll keep going back and forth. Just a clarification for everyone at home.
Okay, Susan and Harvey, your word is clada. She wore a clada around her neck. Clada.
Clauda. K-L-A-U-D-A. Clauda.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. C-L-A-D-D-A-G-H. All right, Peter and Amy are back in. Peter and Amy, your word is antediluvian. I miss antediluvian times, said Noah sadly. So many more people and such fun naughtiness. Antediluvian.
Okay. Antediluvian, A-N-T-E-D-I-L-U-V-I-A-N, antediluvian.
That is correct. Okay. Well, no, Susan and Brant.
Okay.
Susan and Harvey have a turn now.
No.
Well, this is the beginning of another. Amy, I have Peter and Amy are the beginning of a.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you're right.
Yeah. Susan and Harvey, your word is coelacanth. You won the Derby, but have you ever caught a coelacanth? Because I have.
Coelacanth. I have no idea.
I have no idea, but give it a shot.
Coelacanth, what should it start with?
Probably a seed. I have no idea. Never seen it, never read it.
Okay, so you think it should start with a C?
Give it a try.
Coelacanth. C-E-L-A-C-A-N-T. Coelacanth.
Nice try.
That's all it was.
Yeah, C-O-E-L-A-C-A-N-T-H.
Wow.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Susan and Harvey. We're going to go to the championship word now with Peter and Amy. And if they spell it, they're the champs. And if they don't spell it, Harvey and Susan are back in. Peter and Amy, your word is eczema. Over the years, her candy cane tattoo more and more resembled a strange form of eczema.
Wait, what?
Neither one.
No.
Margot O'Connell, the Sitka Public Library. Don Muller is our official timer. Mary Stenfold is the champion, our spell checkers. Leah Mason was keeping track of the Lifelines news. And as you head out, be sure to thank Tony, Christian, Jennifer, and Kent, who arranged Harrigan Centennial Hall for us. And you guys have a $100 prize coming to you. And Susan and Harvey will get $50. So you get your Lifeline to pay that. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks Ed and David for participating from Seattle. It's great to hear from you guys. Hope to see you soon. Thanks everybody for coming out to the Adult Spelling Bee and supporting your public library.
Okay, and for the folks at home who are still on the Zoom, just as a little thank you for sticking with us this whole time from home. We actually do have one final challenge. This is an audience participation challenge, and there is a prize on the line. So if folks on the Zoom call, I'm going to give you a word from our championship list here, and the first person to spell that word correctly in the chat is going to win our prize, which is a $25 gift certificate to Taxi Bums, so some free taxi rides. So if everyone is ready, I'm going to go ahead and give you that word now. And the word is sacrilegious. Even though I am an atheist, I avoid the sacrilegious.
Wait, you guys are so fast.
Okay, give me just a sec to see who actually got it, because you're all very fast typers. All right, and the winner from the chat is Elena Rosenthal. So Elena, you can come and pick that up at the library anytime that